When you think of the Secret Service, you probably think of men and women in suits protecting the president.
And while it's true that's part of what they do, that's not all. And you might be surprised to learn they have a permanent presence right here in Kansas City.
KSHB 41 News anchor Caitlin Canute spoke with the local special agent in charge to get a behind-the-scenes look at the work they do to keep more than just the president safe.
When there was an assassination attempt on President Ronald Reagan in 1981, the Secret Service was there, able to quickly usher him to safety, then rush him to the hospital. Moments like these are memorialized in the Secret Service's more than 150-year history. But agents say it's a common misconception that's all they do.
No, actually, we were founded in 1865 to combat counterfeiting. During the Civil War, about 1/3 of all currency was counterfeit. And so the Secret Service was founded to go and basically stamp out the counterfeiting. It was President Lincoln's last official act before he was assassinated.
Special Agent in Charge Brandon Bridgeforth adds presidential protection didn't actually start until 1901 after the assassination of William McKinley. But that work extends well beyond the White House, with bureaus across the country, including right here in Kansas City.
Our territory is extremely large. Our territory is almost the size of Texas. We cover the western 2/3 of Missouri. We also cover the states of Kansas, Iowa, and Nebraska.
While they do send agents to cover presidents and former presidents anywhere in the area, the work here is focused primarily on financial crimes.
So whether that be cryptocurrency, counterfeiting, credit card fraud.
He adds this is a larger problem than many might imagine.
We recently had a case in Kansas where we arrested several people that were traveling throughout the country using counterfeit, buying goods and then returning them for real currency.
This office was also involved in cracking a $335 million scheme to defraud federal programs. In addition to financial crimes, the Secret Service also handles cyber crimes and sex crimes against children.
So any type of child, what we call a child sexual assault material, CSAM, formerly child porn, we can investigate those crimes and we can assist other agencies in their investigations.
It's a problem that's spread with the advancements in technology.
You know, back in early days, it was Polaroids in boxes at people's homes. Now it's a cell phone. You know, it can hold thousands and thousands of images, thousands of videos that can be shared, worldwide at a moment's notice.
But just as technology has advanced for criminals, the tools the Secret Service uses have also improved, allowing them to identify and apprehend suspects like Joshua Case, a Bonner Springs man who was sentenced to 27 years in prison for sexual exploitation of a child and possession of child pornography.
We were able to look at some of the photos and get some what we call metadata off those photos, and line that up with where we thought the actual photos were either taken or where some of the videos were produced.
As for how they get that information, they couldn't reveal all their secrets, but they did show us a few of their special tools, including this box that blocks incoming signals.
So if we're doing an examination on, say, a telephone, and we don't want it to be someone to be able to remote in and wipe it, we're able to put it in this box, do what we need to do, and prevent somebody from remoting into the device.
And inside their digital forensics lab, they have additional devices to help recover evidence from cell phones, computers, smartwatches, and more.
What we'll do is we'll take an image of that hard drive, and these gentlemen back here will take that image of the hard drive and look for evidence.
They also have a machine that helps them to crack passcodes. Cycling through different possibilities?
Cycling through different possibilities, but having an array like this, it can cycle through many possibilities at one time. So you're talking thousands of possibilities every second that it's going through.
How long might something like that take?
It could take a couple hours, it could take a couple years. You just never know.
In this particular office, they have 2 agents who are dedicated to digital forensics. While we were there, one of them was pouring through cell phone codes to extract evidence.
Our phones are built just like computers. They have a different file structure, but all of it is still stored, in code.
And as a thank you to local law enforcement who do step up and help whenever a president comes to town, these Secret Service members offer all their tools and their top digital forensic agents to local and state law enforcement whenever they need help at no added cost to those departments or taxpayers.
A couple years ago, Branson PD called us, said we need to get into a couple of locked phones. We had Missouri State Highway Patrol fly them to us, and we unlocked them so they could work their case.
That was KSHB 41 anchor Caitlin Canute.